Hi folks, I'm Steve Surfaro with SecurityInfoWatch, and I am honored to be here with Sam and Sarah from Hakimo. Is that how we say it?
Yeah, Hakimo.
Hakimo?
Yeah.
Hakimo. Yeah.
It's equal stress on both syllables, but yeah.
And you guys combine a lot of my favorite things: eliminating false alarms, using AI, reducing and detecting tailgating, and you can be used in not only airports but corporate environments.
Manufacturing
it's
site.
amazing. Tailgating seems to be the
Common problem.
The worst thing. Even we have a public safety working group. I know you joined that call recently, the Security Industry Association. Jack Hennegriff, who is with the city of Houston, Homeland Security guy, said tailgating was their worst thing. Not even a crime or anything like that, but tailgating, for people getting into unauthorized areas.
Yeah.
So how do you accomplish that? Can you tell us a little bit about your company?
Yeah, sure. The company was started almost 3 years ago. We are based in the San Francisco Bay Area with employees all over the country and the world. And we are like an AI assistant for GSOCs. And we solve two problems primarily today: reducing false alarms, as you said, and detecting tailgating. And we do that by combining access control with video. For every access control event, it could be an alarm, it could be a simple access granted event, we look at the corresponding video from the VMS or from the camera, use AI to analyze that video, and then respond accordingly to the event.
But you don't need a video management system.
Not necessarily. We can work with the camera directly too. But all our customers are big enterprises who have a video management system.
But sooner or later, you might have a secondary airport that just has a little recorder and a few cameras.
Yeah.
But you're right that there's most of the national airports, have very large video management systems. It's natural for you to get both access control data and video. So this save the practitioners a lot of time.
Not only time savings, but they can also know which alarms to put their focus on. We also we give a score to every alarm or every event in the system. So if you have 10 alarms to look at, we tell them, okay, this is the most important alarm, go check this first. So that ranking, this rank triage is another benefit that we provide, in addition to clearing all the false alarms.
Okay, so you allow the user to kind of, I'm not going to say train the system, but provide some input, right, on the system, on what's bad and what's not, so they can identify.
Well, let me clarify. So our system works out of the box,
right,
and further customized training will only help the system become even better.
That's great. So you don't have to train it.
Yeah, we don't have to train it. Like almost all our deployments today, they are like out of the box deployments. So we don't have to train the system to deploy at a new customer. It can be deployed out of the box.
And you don't require the cameras to actually have embedded analytics.
No. We use our own analytics. We're not dependent on. All the camera needs to do is to just give us the video.
Just give high quality, stream high quality video.
Yeah,
so they can actually lower their cost on the cameras.
True. It need not be high. It should be of reasonable quality. As long as a human eye can look at the video and understand what's going on, our algorithms will also be able to.
That's important, because I'm not sure of how this gets priced out. Does this get priced out on license basis?
Yeah, based on a number of alarm points that we monitor, which roughly translates to a number of doors and number of gates.
So if I get a high quality HD camera, 1080p, without any features, and I want to solve the problem of intrusion detection and reduce the false alarms and get very close to eliminating piggybacking, that's going to save me a lot of money.
That's good enough. I'll say one caveat though: the door should be clearly visible in the field of view. The door should occupy 100 pixels from the top of the door to the bottom of the door.
That's the camera placement is important.
Yeah, it shouldn't be like a mile away, something like that. I'm just joking. So it should be reasonably close to the camera to occupy at least 100 pixels. That's our technical
20 feet.
requirement.
20 feet at a
Yeah.
50 millimeter equivalent lens on a full frame camera? Or,
I need to do the math,
sorry.
but yeah. But you get the point, yeah.
But that is great, yeah. So talk to me about these data-driven insights. So you give the customer some data,
We look at their
mine some data?
Yeah, we mine the access control data. So access control generates tons of data. Every time someone swipes a badge, there's a data point there. In some systems, every time a door is opened, it generates an entry in the events database. So we mine through all those events and tell you, hey, this door generates a lot of alarms compared to the number of people going through that door. So something is wrong with the hardware there. And we combine that with video and say, oh, every time there's an alarm at this door, somebody is exiting out. So that likely points to a faulty rex or a request to exit PIR.
So you can actually, if you have a lot, let's say you have let's say you're an Amazon or some other massive distribution center, and you have a lot of points that people can chop doors open, some organizations don't know where their shrink is coming from, whether it's, doors open, or from the, I'm not going to say the shipper, but, or that particular location. You don't have to know that, right? So that helps you monitor a large number of doors.
That's right. And we also proactively, so false alarms come up because of three causes primarily. It could be a hardware issue, it could be a software issue, or it could be a human behavioral issue. The insights part helps with the first two. If it's a hardware issue, we can, by looking at alarms across time, we can predict, okay, this rec sensor is faulty, this door contact is faulty.
Yeah, so if you have 30 doors, that's an awful lot of events that could get generated. And there's usually only one, security investigator that's assigned to it. Maybe even they're on a regional basis. So your system is able to make some recommendations and to take a look at, perhaps some faulty.
Yeah.
Can you also look for trends? Like,
yes.
hey, these doors are opened on this regular basis, and these don't normally open?
We do that for badge holders as well. So let's say Steve badges in between 7 a.m. and 11 a.m. on weekdays. If your badge is suddenly used on a Saturday at 2 a.m., that's completely anomalous. And because we have the entire history of your badge records, we can say that, okay, Saturday 2 a.m. is an unusual time for this badge.
So how does that work? Does the system just look at the data as it's going along?
Well, we need a minimum amount of data to say something with confidence, and once that threshold is reached, it keeps updating.
So they don't have to actually sit down and say tell them all the normal and abnormal times.
No, they don't have to. We learn from it. Yeah, it's pure statistical.
That's why you say out of the box.
Yes,
it doesn't require training.
Yeah, because that's an extra step, extra hurdle if you do that. And today's algorithms don't need that prior information.
This is why AI is so superior, because I think the security industry has been very, very focused on recognizing things that we already know are threats, but we don't necessarily know the threats that are happening. So,
another thing that we do is we correlate invalid access events. Invalid access is also something that has not been fully utilized in the industry. Like somebody swiping their badge at a door where they don't have access to. And that happening over time is a clear indication of an insider threat. And so access control information is a gold mine of, access control data is a gold mine of insights.
It really is. And actually, from the sustainability standpoint also, we're being asked to, increase our thermostats. The less number of times when the door is open, if you put, the swamp cooler in, at a particular location, you don't necessarily have to cool down in other areas, so you save a tremendous amount of energy.
Yeah, so this shows how security can be. Security is typically looked at as a cost center. By doing things like this, security can help other teams within the organization and generate real ROI.
So, what was your experience at this Florida airport?
Oh yeah.
How was it? Punta Gorda?
Punta Gorda. They're near Fort Myers, PGD. That's their sign.
West Coast. Good.
Yeah.
So, was the deployment? How long did it take?
Oh yeah, so the deployment started in second half of January this year, and it was supposed to be a 3-month pilot, and just 1 month in, they were so impressed. They literally said that our pilot was better than our demo.
There you go.
Yeah.
So they found it so invaluable they wanted.
Yes. Because airports, whatever we do, help them satisfy compliance requirements, GSA compliance requirements as well. So.
Yeah, as I see it, that this will be extraordinarily important for regional airports also and private airports. I see over in the Middle East, there's a great deal of interest in that because these planes and helicopters, the aircraft are extraordinarily expensive, and maintenance is difficult, and finding really good maintenance people is difficult. So you're going to be able to tell access control wise, who is maintaining it and when they should be arriving and when they're not arriving.
If they let somebody else in. That's a common occurrence at all general aviation or like private airports, even here in the US. Because if I have a private plane there, I have a badge. If I let somebody else in behind me, that person could literally enter the runway. So that's a big risk.
As we see in the television series like Air Repo, sometimes they're not under these regular schedules. So this would detect that right away.
Yeah.
So somebody's not going to be able to break into a private airport, which they seem to take pride in it. But you're going to be able to protect the aircraft.
Yes.
And that's tremendous. So PGD has this now.
Yes.
Are they using it for anything else other than the data-driven insights, the tailgating? Did it solve some of their tailgating?
Yeah. Those are the primary issues.
Airfield security.
They have both commercial aviation and general aviation, or GA.
So they're able to keep it separate with this system.
Oh no! If you have GA, then there's more tailgating concerns because not everyone is. Even though people are trained, there are higher chances of that happening.
So any new products coming down the line?
We have an on-prem offering right now, which is ready. We used to be pure cloud days. We have an on-prem offering we have like many customers who are sensitive to the cloud, so they can use our on-prem offering. And one new thing that we are developing is a remote guarding offering, where we ingest camera motion alerts and do remote guarding. Instead of having a guard patrolling an area, you set up these alerts and then use AI to intelligently look at those alerts. So
I noticed you can share the information on the alarm. So this can be useful for a learning tool. So if somebody is an habitual offender of doors being held open, you can actually show them on camera.
Yeah, there are multiple ways in which you can use that feature, right?
Not just to embarrass them, right?
Yeah, it's a nudge. It's a real tool for behavior change. Well, in that video, what Ray, who is from PGD, what he talks about is sharing the alarm externally to other compliance reasons. That's one. The other reason to share the alarm is internally within the security team. If I'm an operator and then if Sarah is my manager, I can send, hey Sarah, I found this here. Can you look at this particular alarm? We can share the
money on audits.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So the sharing the documentation is built into this that complements the audit process as well.
That's right.
So you essentially reduce risk.
Yeah, and our insights, data-driven insights, also helps with compliance. How many people come in here? Has their badge expired? All those things.
How do I buy it?
Book a demo at Hakimo.
Hakimo.ai?
.ai. Yeah.
Okay, easy enough. Hakimo.ai. And you folks will actually do a remote demo, and in some cases an on-site demo?
Yeah, absolutely.
As well?
Yeah.
Depending on the size of the airport, you're open for pilot projects as well?
Totally. We're currently doing pilots at multiple airports as we are speaking right now.
Great. I can't thank you enough. This is a fascinating product.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Good luck with it.